Good afternoon, everybody. We're going to make a video on Netflix chart right here. I believe that Netflix chart currently is one of the golden opportunities that we're getting right now for this month, next month, or 2026 January, and throughout 2026. We will be focusing on levels, charts, and seasonal chart for you guys on this one. So first off, I'm going to start off with is the big trend line that we're currently seeing right now. We are doing a retest of that trend line for the third time on the big chart right here over a 2-year period. Netflix has a repeated pattern of seeing pullbacks. Every time we pull back to that same trend line, and that has been over a 2-year period as well. Netflix is down 23% from the current all-time highs and the previous all-time high as well. We also saw a 23% pullback as well in the same trend line. So we're seeing a pretty consistent and repeated pattern on this one right now. And as we head into the end of the year of 2026, we have a month left, and we also have the new 2026 candle as well for the month of January. So going over the seasonal returns for Netflix, we're seeing a mix of reds and greens on November and December, which is currently what is what's looking like right now. Now, if we do end up doing a mix of red and greens throughout the month of December, that will be okay, because that will also be forming a base throughout the month on the trend line for Netflix. So let's say that Netflix throughout the month of December will be going up and down between 114, 115, all the way down to 105, 100. That would be good, because that would be setting up a base for a breakout setup for a good January. Because over the last 15 years, January has averaged a 19.40% return on Netflix. So Netflix is, or January is Netflix's strongest month over the last 15 years. So I'll be looking forward to that. Right now, we're currently at a very, very solid pullback opportunity and golden opportunity on Netflix. And the best way to play this whole setup over a 2-year period, and after a 4+ month pullback, what I would do if I were you guys, if you guys want to do an option long call, or if you guys want to buy stock or do cash grade puts to get an entry in, and do cover calls over 1+ month out, and collect the premium while it's going up and down. Like I mentioned earlier, for the December play, we'll be going over some options for you guys for some recommendations. Let's go ahead and go over Netflix's option chain. I haven't gotten anything yet, but I do plan on getting something for cover calls and possibly some leaps as well. So right now we have December 26th. It really depends on how you guys want to play Netflix chart right here. So if you guys want to go for let's say 116, that's a target that you guys want to get out right there. You guys can go ahead and do at least a June 2026, mid 2026, and go for 115 or 112, whatever has a very, very good amount of open interest and volume as well. Volume is what matters. You guys want to pay attention to that as well. As far as IV goes, it's not too harsh. This is good because we're seeing a stable move in premiums whenever Netflix goes up and down. The lower percentage the IV is, the more sustainable the premiums are when Netflix goes up and down. If it's too high, you'll often see your premium decay much quicker over time. So this is good. IV looks good. Open interest and volume is what matters. You guys want to see the volume and open interest at least in the hundreds or thousands if possible. But for me, since I do plan on holding Netflix to the all-time high around the 124 to 135 range over a 6-month period, I'll say 6 to 12 months. That's my goal. I'm going to try to do that. Things are looking good. I think Netflix will crush the all-time high sometime in 2026. So what I'm going to do is I'm either going to do a December 2026 or a January 2027 leaps. Let's go ahead and see what we can do here. So we have a 110, which is pretty much almost at the money. It's only a few dollars away. Netflix at the money contracts will definitely hold its value much better than the far out of the money contracts. Just because it's cheaper doesn't mean it's good. And yes, because it is cheaper, you will see better returns, but you also have a higher risk of losing all that premium much faster than the at the money and the in the money contracts. So it all depends on what you guys can afford. Can you guys afford one contract, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever it is, especially in a comfortable sizing position on this one. So if you guys can afford 5 contracts, let's say 110, that's going to give you guys a pretty hefty position. Depends on you guys again. If you guys have a large capital, a large account, it really shouldn't bother you too much. If you guys have a small account and you're tidy with that money, you need that money, then I probably would do just 1 or 2 and just leave it alone. But again, everybody's different. It all depends on your risk tolerance, how big your capital is, how big your account is, and all that. But for me, I'm probably going to go with the 110s. The volume right there is not the best yet, but again, it was a Friday. Let's go ahead and see how Monday opens up, and we'll give it a couple of days and see how we do on the open interest and the volume across the different strikes. Let's go ahead and do January 2027. Even the 110s are picking up in volume and open interest as well. So open interest is around 3,800, volume at 67, and the spread is not too wide at all. Looks like the last price was $17.46. Bid and ask is about a $60 spread. I'll try to get it fill in at $17.45 or $17.50. If anything, I'm not going to be too greedy about the difference in price on the bid and ask and the last price as well. I just want to get in and leave us alone for a few months and see how they do. If they end up hitting my targets of 116 or 125 sooner, I'll be happy to take profits. All I'm worried about is hitting these targets, making a strong reversal off of the trend line area of 103 to 107. Again, this trend line area is where the previous all-time high was on Netflix. This is a very important area for Netflix to show and show a big reversal over a multi-month period. If you guys have any questions or anything like that, let me know. I'll be happy to help you guys with anything else. This is a very nice chart. Let me know what you guys think. I'll see you guys next video. Thank you for watching.